மறக்காம சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you.
In the presence of pass pawns with the free light pieces makes it even easier for the stronger side to convert the advantage. The reason for that is that the passer is keeping busy one of the opponent's heavy pieces, and thus it's very easy for the stronger side to try and to coordinate the pieces and to start winning that piece from behind. And usually this is a heavy piece, a good one, tasty one. The sample that I want to show is the game Wróblewski against Sutovski from the Serbian League 2009. Technically speaking, black should be better with the queen and the pawn versus the free light pieces, but in reality he is losing as his pieces are not really having so many objects to attack, and that pawn on e7 can be soon supported by the white pieces. At first, Wróblewski is transferring the knight to a better square, to c4, and from c4 that knight would be willing to take the pawn on d6, and after that to take the rook on e8 as well. Rook a b8 was the answer. Knight to c4, d5. Now knight d6 immediately is not possible because of queen c5 check and queen takes d6. In the game Wróblewski played rook a c1, which is not a bad move, but even better would be knight d4. Knight d4 would lead to decisive advantage for white. He doesn't give the pawn on b3, and after the possible queen b3 he is going to defend the knight with the rook. Just have a look how the white pieces are defending each other and how they're supporting with tempos, always attacking the queen, and the queen is not capable of doing anything as it is too powerful piece to be traded for any of the minor pieces that the opponent has. After the possible queen g6, knight e5, the queen will either have to go to the ugly h7 square or to h5. The thing is that queen h5 is not helping black. After bishop f2, the pawn is untouchable, not only because of the fork knight c6, but because of this queen here being in danger. White can simply trap it with g4 and rook d3, and once again the many light pieces are capable of trapping the queen by taking all the squares available. That was the easiest way to win, but the way that he chose in the game was also quite entertaining. After rook a c1, queen takes b3, knight d6, white won the exchange on a8, and he managed to keep the super powerful pawn on e7. Then he tried to support it as much as possible with the move f5. a5 was answered, f6, f6, rook c7 now. The idea is to bring the rook all the way to d7 to take away this blockading piece, and after that, if we force the queen to blockade the pawn, it would be much easier. These pawns will be lacking support, and that queen on e8 would be traded for one of the remaining white pieces easily. b3 was played, rook d7, queen a3, rook d8, queen went on a4, bishop g3. The bishop is transferred to a better position on d6, from where it will not only support the pawn, but it will stop the enemy pawns on a5 and eventually the one on b3. Now b2, bishop d6, king h7, rook takes e8, queen takes e8, h3, some preparation before the decisive improvement of the position, king h2. There will be no double checks or promotions with checks ideas. Double attacks, sorry, not double checks. d4, knight takes d4, queen d7, bishop a3, and one by one the pawns disappeared from the board. So first it was the d pawn, now it is the next. That pawn on b2 would disappear, so Sutovski tried his last chance. He attacked the rook with queen c3, and after rook g1 he sacrificed some material. He took on d4, he even allowed that pawn to come into queen. There was not much that he can do anyway, and he tried to save this one, but okay, white is having an extra piece and he managed to convert the advantage. This is beyond our team. What we want to see from this sample is that the pawn on e7 was worthy more than its nominal power because of the piece support that it had and the constant chance of a piece arriving on d6 and winning the blockading defender on e8.
மறக்காம சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. தேங்க்யூ.